Welcome to the WolfShadePodcast. I am in episode 38. I'm your host, aka Dipshit, aka WolfShade, aka Anthony. I am on episode 38, and you know these intros get as crazy as it gets. But it's a special episode today because I got my close friend, my confidant, my asshole of a friend, an a-hole of a friend, aka he doesn't believe it, but he
The most
models.
realest one.
You're the most realest one, aka the realest asshole that we know around here. He's the coolest dude. Like one of my brothers I know for a long time. Mr. Pietro Tocco, aka P Tocco, whatever nickname he got. I don't fucking know. But
That's all good.
but yeah, what's up with you though, man?
Oh, I'm living life, man. Things are going great. 10 toes down, basically. Just keep my head forward and I'm looking forward to see what's really out there. I mean, I'm turning 30 literally next month, so I'm kind of a little iffy about that right now, but life has to go on one way or
That
another.
Why you iffy about that? 30 is still young.
I feel it, dude. Every dang day I do feel it, but at the same time I'm blessed to be on this earth still to this day and I'm actually very humble to what I actually have in my life.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you always gotta be humble no matter what you do and like
Hmm.
what's all this other stuff. So you
Definitely,
know you
definitely.
yeah, because like you had quite the career yourself, and like it's been
Yeah,
crazy, and you've been quite the
I'd
relationship
say
expert
yeah,
these
I
last few
mean,
days.
I'd say modeling itself, to get in the topic with that, it was really fun. I did it for about 2.5 to 3 years. When I first honestly got into it, I really didn't think it was gonna go anywhere, to be quite honest.
Hmm.
Um, but after our first year of really investing in yourself, and by investing in yourself, I mean, I literally had to go to photo shoots and even buy my own clothes or whatever the case might be, because you have to build your portfolio up to get to from point A to point B. But it was fun. I mean, I modeled for a little bit for Calvin Klein and a little bit for Express, and it was a really good time. I actually did a huge was one mansion event filled with a bunch of models as well, and it was one of the best times of my life. I mean, it was exciting, get to meet new photographers, new people itself.
Hmm.
I had a great time. I miss modeling here and there, don't get me wrong. I'll probably get into it probably this year actually. I'm thinking about getting back into it definitely and see where it goes again.
I mean, hopefully it goes good because I was wondering. I was like, when is Jackass gonna get back into modeling again?
Man, I need to. There's no doubt about it. It was I think I stopped for more than at least a year and a half more than anything at this point. Just because I kind of really got out of it. But now after realizing everyone's been telling me I look like the guy from freaking Lucifer and whatnot, I'm like, all right, now I'll get back into it at this point.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
I
You just
mean,
gotta
dude,
cut your hair a little bit shorter, but
shoot, man, I see the resemblance a little bit. I'm like, all right, but I ain't the devil, but hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I do see the resemblance.
I mean, the funny thing before we get back into modeling is since your birthday's
Yeah.
coming up, why you think the big 30 is old to you? That's the real
I didn't say
question.
I'm not saying it's gonna be old. It's just
Well, you going through
you're
another
getting out.
phase of life.
That's really what it is. You're getting out of your 20s, and you had your fun here and there, and you start to realize, oh, like, oh shit, I'm turning 30. Like, here we go. And realizing a lot in the past years growing up. You really matured a lot. You see who the people that you once thought that were good turned to be the people that you are fake basically, and you kind of surpass that in yourself, and you just start to hang out with people that are gonna really motivate you and become the best version of yourself.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. And obviously, we talked about in this episode talking about like modeling relationships because we're gonna be
Yeah.
getting into a
Oh,
goddamn hour about
listen,
that.
I'll go in depth with relationships all day every day. That's fine with me. I don't mind that. um but if you want me to start off, it's up to you. I'll let you get the floor for the first couple minutes, and then I will dive in deep about relationships, especially in today's generation. Oh God.
Oh man. And the funny thing, I had the questions for modeling first, but we'll save that for the last minute. But like,
Yeah.
Um, what was we going to dive about relationships first? So we did talk about doing this as a weekly thing sometimes, but like, what was you like? What was the topic? Because like, I remember the topic at first. We had a couple of topics, like just talking about honesty, like loyalty.
Hmm.
You was really big on loyalty, so like kind of explain that
Oh
to me a
yeah.
little bit more.
Well, I'd say, I mean, it's explanatory. Loyalty alone is truthfully hard to find. I'd say most women typically just want a 3 month fling because let's be real here. Most in our parents' generation, let's go with that. Loyalty itself was beautiful. Like, for a fact, marriages typically did last longer. In today's generation, marriages last between 2 to 4 years, and that's legitimate fact. Most
Mhm.
people, women, I'm not gonna say women and men, but I'm gonna say both male and female, they both get tired of their partner after a certain amount of time and then decide, hey, I'm just gonna go talk to somebody else and get the fun I need that I'm missing out. Like, that's just wrong to me. If you're
Mhm.
marrying somebody, you're marrying them for who they are, who they're out to be, and at this point, it's your person.
Mhm.
You know, I don't believe in, okay, well, I'm gonna get bored of you, I'm gonna leave. Listen, you spice crap up. You
Mhm.
continue to build the relationship up as much as possible, but you can't be putting all the effort in. You gotta match it both ways.
Yeah, I agree. I think like a relationship is not just a one-sided thing. It's kind of like how, both sides operate and all
Yeah,
that. Cause like it's not just it's both genders that deal with this type of thing, honestly. And it's just like, okay, if I'm putting in certain effort, then I expect that person down but to do the same thing as well.
correct.
And it's like, this is my opinion, obviously, for the people, this is his episode. He's entitled to his opinions, just like you guys are. I'm gonna leave that out there now. It's just like, what I've noticed is just like, some people get bored very quickly. Some people just don't feel the same way sometimes. Like for me, I
And
usually just
yeah,
call it out how it is and all that, but it's just like,
same way.
you know, so it's just like, okay, it's just like, if I'm telling you these things, I'm expecting, this for you. It's like it's not a
You
two-way
have
thing.
expectations, correct. You have expectations, and that's okay. That's normal to have expectations. Some people think being picky is a bad thing. It's not. Being picky is okay. It's, I'm not saying don't be too damn picky. No, but be enough where you know your value, you know your worth, especially what you bring to the table. And believe it or not, I actually had a conversation with a woman before, but saying, well, I actually went on a date, believe it or not. It was about, what do you bring to the table? She got offended. What I
Mhm.
mean by bring to the table, what can you do to benefit my life as well? Because I'm not just in it for a 3 month fling and then hey out the door. No, like I'm at the point in my life, like, look, I want to build something with somebody. I really want to see where it goes. I'm not trying to rush anything because I don't need to do that crap with anybody.
Yeah.
But that's how typical, I'd say that's how most relationships are nowadays. They fall head over heels with somebody and then they expect a relationship to flourish. No, you gotta really put the time and effort into somebody. And in today's generation, not many people really want to even put any effort in relationships, and it's ridiculous.
I don't know. Like for me these days, from what I noticed, it's just like people have been, bored sometimes. It's just like,
Well, yeah,
like people's been bored, and it's like, some men get bored, some females get bored. And I point this
that's
out,
true.
I'm not gonna point
No,
this out, not everybody.
you're very entitled to your opinion. Trust me, you're actually correct. Women and men do get bored of their partners. It's crappy way to say that. However, if you the moment you start getting bored of your partner, you need to at least let them know.
Mhm.
Don't hide it away. Don't be like that typical, excuse my language. Don't be a typical asshole and be like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to
It's
somebody else.
uncensored. It's
No,
uncensored. You can say
I'm
whatever you
just
want.
saying in just in general though. Like the moment you lose feelings for somebody, or especially when you're dating somebody or in a relationship with somebody, you need to let that person know. I'd rather have you tell me straight up, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out no more, and at least justify. Like, tell me what the truthful reason behind it. Don't give me a bullcrap excuse. Tell me straight up why it's not gonna work. And hey, it's gonna hurt. Maybe not. I mean, me, I don't really get hurt in any relationships anymore because I really don't care. But at the point, it's like, all right, cool. On the next one. Like, as in, you are not the right person for me, and it's okay. I humbly accept it, but I'm gonna keep on going because I can't let this stop me. And
Yeah.
and people just typically want to just give up and then expect to see if the grass is green on the other side, which typically it's never going to be greener on the other side.
I think that relationship is like, perfect. Obviously, you have your ups and downs and all this other stuff. It's
That's
just like,
true.
females have their ups and downs on what dudes they're with, men have their ups and downs on what females that they're with. It's just like, it's not really a perfect, type of like leniency. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey, like I need to work on this with you together, but like, I need both
Nobody
of us
wants
to
to do
put in the,
that.
yeah, I need both of us to put in the effort just to make sure that works. Like, obviously from the stuff you told me and then like the other stuff, it's just like, okay, how can, just certain things these days is just like, I think, some people in this generation's understanding, majority of them are not, is just like, you know, it's just,
I would say to be just a to that opinion of what you're saying, I would say most men and women are actually scared to really open up and see if that person's really it's for them. I mean, obviously let's be we'll cut to the chase on this. Um Everybody has issues. No one's damn perfect, and if you try to act perfect, I'm gonna call you out for your bull crap. Everyone has insecurities, everyone has flaws. It's part of life and it's okay. The moment you find someone that really accepts you for you, and I'm gonna call every female that I ever dated in my life, I don't give a crap. The moment I accept you, I accept what who you are as a person. I don't care what your past is. That don't mean crap to me.
exactly.
It's what we can do to bring our relationship to another level, to something that your past relationships didn't work out. Okay, great. That's I don't give a damn. Let's focus on this one so we can achieve some better between us. But most people are stuck in the damn past. They can't move past it. Well, you figure a damn way out. It's not hard. Life
Well,
goes on. You gotta work as a team. If you can't work as a team, then let's look. I'll tell you straight up, the door's that way. I don't got time to babysit you and tell you what you gotta do to make this relationship work. You're a grown ass woman. You need to figure out what you gotta do. At that point.
yeah. It's just like, from your standpoint, my standpoint as well. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, obviously you the badass mafia motherfucker out of the two of us.
Oh, get out of here.
And like I'm like the nice, genuine guy. Don't get me wrong. I understand nice guys finish last. We both admit that that's true. It like as
That
sucky
is
as that
true, but
sounds, it's just like, don't get me wrong. Like I understand the term nice guys finish last, but it's just like I hate changing myself for the benefit of people. But at the end of the
I'll
day,
wait
you
for
got.
that. Go ahead. No, no, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not holding that
but
up. Keep going.
but yeah, it's just like, but at the end of the day, I got to change myself, which I have been doing. But it's just like for the benefit of people, I can't do that. But what was you about to say?
I would say, here's the thing, Anthony. You need to realize this one way or another. I keep telling you this. Women say they like nice guys. They don't. They actually like somebody that really will be an asshole towards them. And it's sad to say that. I'm sorry, but it's the damn truth. And women can call me out for my BS. I'm sorry, but you're gonna tell me you want a nice guy that's gonna always buy you flowers, that's gonna do this and that. Okay, that gets boring as hell real quick. I ain't stupid. I know that for a fact. Um, sure, I'm not saying don't buy the person flowers. I'm not saying don't do that. Like once in a while, sure. But most men, I hate to say it this way, but most men can be simps or really borderline like a bunch of like basically on a leash.
I'm,
I
I'm,
don't do that crap. Go ahead.
I'm admit this. Like, don't get me wrong. Back when I was like, I'm gonna say 14 to 17, I was like that. But like,
Yeah,
as I kind of grown out of it, I was like, there's
you
no point
learn.
in me. Yeah, sadly, I learned the hard way. But it's just
It's
like
sometimes that's the best way though. That
it.
has to be
It.
the best way. You learn the hard way. Trust me, dude. Put it this way, man. I don't give a crap. I just about myself. I used to be the biggest freaking pussy in high school. I'm sorry, I was. I didn't want to talk to girls. I always was afraid of rejection. I constantly got, rejected a lot. I didn't care.
Mhm.
And as time grew on, and I think and I'll go in depth with something else that happened in my high school year, the best, one of the best days of my life. But anyways, um, I was always afraid of rejection. And as I got into a lot of relationships during this course after high school, the course of years that didn't work, I start to realize, okay, maybe it is me. That's something I need to work on myself. You can't be a nice guy in this world. You
Mhm.
cannot be you can't. It's not about changing yourself. It's just understanding what your values are and what you see within yourself. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not a nice guy. I don't believe in that crap no more. I used to be, maybe back when I was way younger.
Mhm.
And then as time growing, I just have this type of attitude. It's called the I don't give a damn or I don't give a fuck attitude. Because I don't got time. I don't got time to, again, sit there and waste my time on something that doesn't see my worth. If you don't see my time, or if you don't see my worth in the first 3 months and expect me to just to sit around wait, no, you can get out. I don't The door is that way again. Good luck trying to find something else. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to keep wasting my time on something that maybe I can build with something else down the road with somebody else that really does see my worth, you know.
Yeah.
But continue what you're saying. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, no, no. I was kind of expecting that because with that, it's like, like back when I was in, high school, it's just like, I just gotta be like, oh, I gotta please everybody. But when I was 17, I was like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck this. I can't do it.
No. No.
It's just like, don't get me wrong. It's like, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like disregarding your point a little bit. Like,
Go ahead.
you're right. Like I've met some. I'm like, it's a lot of females I know. Not gonna name them here, but it's just like, they, obviously like nice guys, but it's just like when it came to the stuff that they've been through, it's just like, like are they sure or are they sure about doing
Yeah.
this, doing that? But like, obviously, you're right on, that line too. But like, I'm gonna say it here right now, like, like I said, ladies and gents, he's entitled his opinion, but he's not meaning this to everybody. Just like I'm not meaning it to everybody too. Like obviously
No.
everybody is different, but it's just like, it's like we grow up in an age where, some people, majority of people just don't give a fuck anymore. And it's just like
Well, let's be real
it's
here, Anthony. The dating world, today's dating world, is just filled with dog piss and shit. It really is. This dating crap nowadays is just god awful. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it the way it is. I don't give a crap if I hurt somebody's feelings either. Whoever your people are in the chat, whatever it might be. I'm gonna tell you straight up. This dating world we live in now is
Mhm.
just disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, and since I'm a man here, I will speak on behalf of men, but most women just want to use us men just for status, money, wealth, whatever you could think of, for a couple months, like I said. And then once they find something better that might have more money than us, whatever the case might be, they're gonna latch onto that guy. It's just, it's really disgusting.
Yeah.
Now me personally, I'm still an old school heart, and I'm okay with that. I'll still take it to heart. I'm still the way I am. I'll never change the way my parents raised me as a child, especially being Italian and whatnot. I always will respect women. There is no doubt in my mind I will never disrespect a woman. I won't put my hands on her, nothing like that BS. I always will treat her right. Yeah, sure, take her to a dinner, occasionally dinners here and there, but I'm not gonna beg for someone to stay in my life.
Mhm.
I don't need to do that crap,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, I
But
agree. It's just like, I kind of growing around that same area too. And then it's just like, it's just like that type of stuff is just like dealing with, you got this, you got that, and all this other crap. Cause like, it's like, we uncensored here. It's just like when a friend of mine was dealing with 2 months ago, family member, he said he didn't care for
yeah,
me telling this story, but his family member was dying and stuff like that. So he was like, taking care of his dying. I forgot which family member was dying, but he was taking care of that. He kept his girlfriend updated and everything, called her, hung out with her from time to time. She had the audacity to tell him, when is this person going to die so our relationship can get back to you know upbeat hill. That's what I call it. But it's just like, and then when he showed me, he was like, dude, I almost fucking lost it. But he's just like, I calmed down.
uh,
He's like, I almost lost it. I calmed down. Like, and it's just like that type of thing. And then like I have a friend, like a female friend that dealt with that same thing as well. And
yeah,
it's just like that shit goes through just both ways. And it's just like it's crazy how the type of notions and everything can be, simplified. And it's just like, my instances, like, don't get me wrong, my instances, I'll be blunt. My instances with a lot of women, like over the years, like I'm gonna say from 11 to 17 has not been the best. 20 to 28, no, 20, yeah, 20, 20 wait, hold on. Anyway, from 20 to 28, like it's been good, but obviously obviously my instance with women has been great, good. In my opinion, it's been great and good, but obviously I encountered those that, you know, that just been like, I don't care about you anymore. But in the end, that in my mid 20s, it's just like, you know, if you don't care for me, like, don't hit me back up if you're gonna like, be like, let's
Yeah,
say if I start making heavy bread, because that's gonna be the future for us, because we're gonna be making bread like it's nothing. But it was just like we making heavy bread, and it's just like you come out the blue. I remember I seen a video with what's his name, Constant. I don't follow him, but I seen the
yeah.
video, and this girl left him on red for a year, and I seen this another video what happened to a girl too. Um, he was like, why are you calling me? Like, you haven't saw me since like 2022. And she was like, oh, I've been busy. I was like, nah, I'm up now. He hung up the phone.
I
Like,
saw that video
and,
myself. I know exactly what you're talking about
yeah,
right now.
yeah. And then like to clarify to everybody watching right now, like we're not saying everybody do, not every woman and every dude does it, but it's just like, the people
I'd say
that
most.
you, what he
I'm gonna say
said, yeah,
most.
most. Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna say most. I don't care whose feelings I'm hurting. I'm gonna say most women do that after
but
after after they see the man really achieve something and he starts focusing himself and he starts getting a lot of success in his life, and a woman sees that after not talking to him or whatever the case might be for a certain amount of time. After she sees that, she's like, oh, I want a piece of that again. But the moment you know, that really does happen, the man's gonna obviously gonna think, yeah, I'm gonna screw you. I don't need you because you had your chance when you first freaking met me. When you had your chance, the opportunity itself presented right there, where if you stuck around, you could at least try to achieve something with me, success together, instead of just I'm gonna use you for my status or my money or wealth. Again, all that BS crap for the time being, and then once things didn't go your way, you left on your own, and now look what happened. I'm up, you're down. Guess what? I'm making money, you're not.
yeah. And it's just like, it's like for me, it's just like I usually like I work like what, two, three different jobs now, but it's just like for me, it's just like
Yeah,
even when I'm working, I really don't be open about like I don't be open about my payments and stuff like that. I really don't. And it's just like for me, I don't be open, and then like I have a friend like she works at the same company with me. She makes heavy bank. I just be like, hey, shit. Like,
good for her. Yeah,
I was like, hey, shit, Flanta, you have a right to do what you want to do. And like, she's not one of those people that would just be like, like just rubbing in your face. Like, she would be like one of those people
that's
that want
good.
to bring you along with her and all that. And it's
That's
just
being
like,
humble. That's a really good trick to have in a person. When someone's humble, they see potential within yourself or within another person, they want to really build with you.
mhm,
Most people nowadays, they don't give a crap about that. They just want
mhm,
to bring you down, and the moment they bring you down, that's their what's the word for it? That's the kind of thing that makes them excited
yeah,
because they won.
yeah, that makes sense. And then with that, we talking about like just just like relationship stuff in general, and like just trying to like figure out what can upbeat for relationships, men and women, and just be like, okay, how can this help out, how can this help out for men,
I
how
already
can this
know
help
the
out for
answer to
women?
this, man.
Yeah, I know.
Communication.
Yeah.
Communication goes a long way. Literally, it does. And most people don't want to communicate. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard to talk to your damn partner. Like,
Yeah.
talk to him or her. Like,
Yeah.
communicate.
Yeah.
Like, literally just show respect. Be faithful to one another. It's the basic BS crap. Just be
Yeah.
all that with that person.
Yeah. I agree.
And most people are just afraid of I feel like most people are literally afraid of um just communicating itself because and again, I will say I will speak behalf of this as well. I get it. Most women have been in a abusive relationship where they're scared to interact and communicate with their partner. Now that I can understand, and I feel bad for any woman out there that has been in an abusive relationship that's been in that kind of situation. However, not all men are like that. Whether you want to say yes, no, maybe so, whatever. I'm gonna tell you flat out or not. Not all men are like that. We actually want to, again, we want to build with you. If we see potential with you, we're not here to waste our times. And I'm sure we're not here to waste your time either, you
Uh,
know. But again,
uh,
most women are afraid of that. They have the past trauma that does lead up to that. And, at the same time, if you do, we all have trauma at some point in our lives, and I still do have some trauma back then. I still do, but I'm not going to unload it onto somebody. Most women and men typically do that. They try to do a thing called trauma bonding, where their trauma and our trauma, whatever it is, it trying to bonds into one thing that be, it might be good at one point for a little bit, but it's going to turn into something that's going to be terrible towards the next month or two, whatever the case might be. And it's not
uh,
healthy. It's very toxic.
yeah. I agree. Though. You was bringing something else up after before that, because like because I know you're a big, bro in communication and stuff like that. Like, explaining for some people that kind of is dealing with like I'll say communication issues themselves. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people are dealing with it. Probably
Honestly,
some.
yeah. If you want me to like just basically kind of explain in a simplified matter, um, communicating, meaning literally sit down with your partner. You don't need to yell. You don't need to get a temper tantrum. That kind of crap just annoys the shit out of me. Like it really
Yeah,
does. I don't need someone to be up my damn face yelling at me like, "Look, sit your ass down. Let's talk. What's the issue? Like what can we do to resolve this?" Because the
yeah,
moment somebody has to yell or raise their voice at me or just some stupid little things that's going to cause issues off the rip, be a grown ass person, sit down, literally be calm about it. Like that's the main thing. Be calm and collective. Sit down, talk to me. What's the issue? How can we get past this or whatever it might be? Again,
uh,
I know all relationships are going to have issues. That's normal. It's okay. But
uh,
again, communication is very key in a lot of relationships or in main relationships now, hopefully to this damn day, because most people don't want to do that. But literally sit down with your partner, talk to him or her in a very calm, collective manner. That's the key site is calm and collective manner, and
uh,
just talk.
yeah.
The moment you have to raise your voice, you lost that battle. I'll tell you right now.
Well, I know there's some people that just don't want to talk these days to avoid like, the I guess the confrontation and stuff like that. I was like, you're gonna have to deal with it
Yeah,
regardless because
you are.
if we can't talk about a certain thing that obviously is messing up a relationship, then what's the point of I would say being in one, I guess, but it's just like,
No,
you
you're
know,
you're right. What's the point
it
of that?
yeah,
If
and
you
then like
cannot, yeah, if you cannot communicate with it, and if you can't, uh, you know, um, bring up an issue that maybe, that you feel that needs to be brought up, and that person gets angry over it, that just kind of tells me right now you're in a relationship that may not exist the next month, and you better get out. Because if you cannot communicate with your partner about an issue that you feel like that needs to be talked about, and they get upset about it consistently or whatever the case might be, that's not communication at all. You're just wasting your damn time. Get out.
I think to be honest, the main issue for me was is like, okay, we talked about this specific issue, but the moment I
Yeah.
asked, okay, is it something else? Yeah, no answer. Ask again. Two, no answer. Forgot I got these ET fingers.
Jesus Christ.
Three, if I ask again, no answer. Like I'll be blunt. The thing that I had to work on when I was in my previous one, it was like, if it's not up to you. I mean, it's like, wait, what am I saying? Like if we talk about almost everything that we think that is wrong, and then I ask you, okay, what is it we need to talk about? What's wrong? And you don't say anything. Sometimes that causes dudes to get angry. Sometimes,
Of course
and
it does,
I'll be blunt. I'll be blunt. Like it was. I've got angry, dude. I got angry twice from that type of instance, but after that, when I keep asking what's wrong, and then like I wasn't getting anything in return, I was just like, oh, okay, I don't know, because people always have their limits and stuff like that. But
Yep.
if it's another point in the conversation where okay, um, uh, something is something is going on, and something is bothering you, then talk to me about it. Like, don't just
Yeah.
be like having it in the gut, you know, gut, and like
Yeah.
staying with, because it's not going to work having that on your mind. That goes like to another thing. Like, okay, that goes to another thing. Like, when you're in a relationship with somebody and they kind of want to know about your past, but you don't want to talk about it. Like, that's another thing that
Um,
some
well, of course, it's not about me not sharing my past.
things
Obviously,
don't
if someone,
something
yeah, go ahead.
is like something don't mean to be discussed, and we don't want to be reminded of it. That's just how
You're
I
right.
describe
No, and that's okay. Um, but especially when meeting someone new, I'm not gonna talk about my past with that person because one, I don't even know you. Two, I don't. I need, like I said, it's all about trust at that point. And if I'm just meeting someone new, I'm not gonna go and I'm not even talking about my damn past at all because there's no point for that. You
it.
know, the past is the past. You leave that crap behind you. You look forward to something in like a new beginning, basically. If you're just carrying I call it your baggage or the BS crap from the past to your present yourself now, you're not helping anybody out. And especially if you try to engage in a relationship with somebody new and you have the previous baggage with you,
Hmm.
it's only going to hold you down for so long to the point where one of you is going to snap or one of you is going to leave. And I'm sure the man or woman who has the previous baggage, the trauma crap, which again, not hanging on anybody that does have trauma. I have it myself, and it's okay. It's okay to talk about, but you need to get over that damn trauma one way or another. Because
Hmm.
if you continue to try to think, oh well, I'll meet somebody eventually that's gonna be accept my trauma. Yeah, you probably will. But guess what's gonna happen?
Hmm.
He ain't gonna want to deal with it as much as you think he does. It
Hmm.
comes to a point where your trauma is gonna affect your relationship so damn bad to the point where the man or woman's not gonna want to be around it. Trust me, I've seen it all already. So, you need to work on yourself. Learn how
Hmm.
to cope with yourself. And as a little side note, it's okay to be alone. I mean, literally, go out to dinner by yourself. You ever thought about people doing that? It's crazy. I do it all the time. I don't care. I actually enjoy my time by myself. It's fun.
Hmm. Yeah,
But yeah, yeah,
I agree. It's like, I mean, for me, I usually, honestly, I always keep to myself and check on certain people from time to time. But it's just like I just mainly like post like airbase stuff in my stories and stuff like that. But above all, I just
I don't
like
know that. Yeah,
do my work, do what I gotta do, keep to myself from time to time, talk to people. Like, if I see
yeah,
people who I'm good friends with at conventions and stuff, then cool, yeah. But above all, I'm always taking care of things by myself, because for me, that's the type of thing I'm used to.
yeah,
And it's just like till till the day of old age, till one of us dies, and we're still gonna be thinking like that. It's just like, okay, like, how is this type of thing like persevering, like with how we usually act up with a lot of things, and just like it's a lot of
yeah,
things from my past that I learned from, and then it just kind of like be like it was like a crazy ass learning experience, and then it was just like some people that I talked to now, like including you. Like, I know you longer than them, but it's just like the friendship that we got is just like, oh shit, it was just like we bond as like
yeah,
brothers like that, because we understand each other and stuff like that, and they understand me as well. It's just like this is all about fitting that category of people that understand you, which you don't run into these days. And it's just
correct.
like
It's
people go.
things take time. relationships take time. Like, everything in life takes time, and it's okay. You know, I don't mind putting my time into someone if I know it's gonna be I know that there's potential there.
Mhm.
Um, that's my whole thing about that. Because to summarize this whole relationship thing, the main thing I want people to understand is as long as you try to communicate with your partner in a very calmly and collective manner, I
Mhm.
will guarantee you right now, man or woman's gonna be a lot better, and it's gonna be a lot more the conversation alone is gonna be a lot more easier going. If you
Mhm.
raise your voice with somebody and you start talking loud with them, you don't think the man or woman's gonna get annoyed by it?
You would.
I'm gonna be like, all right, what the hell's going on? Why are you raising your voice at me? You can't just talk like a damn, like, just chill out. What's going on? And you know, women think we're just mind readers. We're not. We don't know what the hell is going on with you. We don't know how many issues that you have to face every damn day. We don't know what's going on with your body. We don't know any of that crap. Until
Mhm.
you tell us, then we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not your damn therapist. I don't know
yeah,
what's going on with you.
that kind of brings up like another point and stuff like that because I
Yeah,
dealt with this from both sides. It's just like, okay, I'm not gonna know what's on your mind unless you tell me. Like,
correct.
it's just like, okay, because like I've dealt with this with one person whom I was actually into like what 7, 8 months ago, and
Yeah,
she was like, I mean, crazy part, she still follows me. Don't know why I gotta unfollow her, but anyway, it's like she was like, you supposed to know that this sort of thing made me uncomfortable. I was like, but wait, you never mentioned this one thing. You never mentioned it. I put out six
yep.
things. You never mentioned this. You never mentioned that. You never mentioned this. You never mentioned that. You never mentioned this happened to you. You never mentioned that. And I asked you, if you scroll over our conversations right now, when did you ever mention that? She was like, I never
Yeah,
did, but you're supposed to know that. I was like, no, I'm not going to know everything that's on
exactly.
your mind.
Because she thinks that
So,
she expects you to be a mind reader. We're not mind readers. We can't read your damn mind.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Like that's the way of life. Us men cannot read your damn mind. We don't know what the hell is going on with you. If you can't tell us what's going on with you in a very calm, collective manner, I am not gonna waste a single breath on you.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit there and get yelled at by a woman. Just talk to me, damn it. What's going on? What's bothering you in a nice, calming, collective manner? If you
Yeah,
can't do that, then there's no point to even continue a damn relationship because I don't need a fight with somebody over petty little crap.
yeah,
It's ridiculous. And I'll call
yeah.
my ex-girlfriends for that BS. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm, yeah. But it's like, with that, it's like, okay, like I just need to know because the crazy part about that point of view, I dealt with this more from men than I dealt with it from women. That
What?
that like they expect me to know what they're dealing with. Like I dealt with that more from like some of my boys who I'm not friends with
Yeah,
anymore, but I dealt with that more from men than I did with women. I was like, okay, I'm not going to, because like the dudes, I've not been calm and collective about that. I was like, you expect me to fucking know what's on your mind? I can't know what's on your mind. And then with women, I
correct.
just be like, listen, I understand you've been through this. I am very sorry that you've been through this, but you gotta understand, I'm a different person compared to what this person did to you. I can't know and give my opinion on the matter and
Yeah.
like give you advice unless I understand and know what the problem is. Like you got
Well, put it this way, Anthony. I'm not trying to cut you off, and I do apologize. Here's one thing: the moment she compares you to her ex, the relationship's done.
Mhm.
I'm cutting it off right there. I don't need to be compared to anybody. Don't
Yeah.
ever. That's one thing right there. Do not ever compare me to your ex, because the moment you do, I'm ending the relationship right there.
Mhm.
That's a big red flag to me right there. Um, in which we'll go in depth with red flags as well. Oh Lord, I gotta go in that as well with you. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Um,
I just
but like I said, just going on with that is ridiculous. But yeah, sorry I interrupt you. Go and continue.
you good. This is like I understand the comparison thing because like I've met a lot of dudes and I met a lot of females that that stay with people. Like, don't get me wrong, tops off to them, but I can't do that. But it's
Yeah,
like the main thing that's a pet peeve of mine is getting compared to other people. Like how some people say that all men are the same. I was like, no, I don't got no Italian pigmentation in my skin. Like
we're not the
I ain't
same.
Italian one bit. Like we ain't the same. Like
Yeah,
we all come out of different paradise islands, aka the JJs. And we all
continue.
we all have different personalities. Like I just hate the saying that all men just like women hate the saying that all women are the same. Like we just hate that, but it's just like why compare me to someone when you don't know me at all, and then that's kind of like a
Because
pet peeve. And
people like to judge the book by its cover.
listen, listen, you got a point though, but it's just like with that, like
It's a
why that's that.
truth. People want to judge. That's the way it is. People want to judge beforehand, before they get to know somebody. Because the moment you get to know somebody, before they or after they judge, they realize how wrong could they really be in life. I don't need to judge anyone typically. I don't care what you do for work or who you are as a person. Like I'm not gonna judge you. But the moment you judge me
Like, it's
and
a
don't
different
even know who I am as a person,
yeah.
that's a different story.
So it's like don't judge me if you don't know me. Like
Oh, yeah,
it's just
definitely.
like why are are you judging me? Because like you can make so many assumptions about me. Because like, I got people that can't stand me now because when I go out and have fun, one of my main finishing moves that I do, dance moves, the worm. I know, crazy. I know, crazy. But that's that's a move I love to do. And then I had some people tell me it was like, "Oh, we're doing that move," and I'm looking at them like, "Who are you?"
Who
I'd be like,
cares? You're
you know,
having
and
fun.
I'd be like, you know me as a person. They'd be like, nope. But I've heard things. I was like, okay, if you heard things with a person, because like the thing that people don't realize these days is like very easy to figure out if somebody's talking shit about it. It's very easy to figure that out
Yeah.
because they'd be like, oh, I heard so much things about you from this person. I'd be like, okay, look, if you talking about this person, here's my DMs with this person. It's completely different. They saying that, oh,
See,
we talking about this.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, with me, I will expose it left and right. That's just me. But what was you about to say?
I want to say, when someone talks shit or whatever the case may be, it does not phase me. I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't let it crap. At the same time, because actually had numerous encounters with this. I'm like, oh, you're a fan? I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'm glad you're following my fan page. Because in the day, that person does not mean crap to me. The moment you gotta talk crap about me or my life or who I am as a person, you are beneath me at this point. You don't know
Yeah.
who I am. I don't care. I don't care who you are. High and dry. It's it. Cut that down
Yeah,
because I don't care.
yeah, I agree.
I don't got time to bicker over something so stupid and petty. It's ridiculous. It's what are we are back in high school. I gotta argue and fight over something so stupid. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous. I'm a grown ass
I
man.
I agree with that because with that it's like, oh, okay, like you hearing these things, like if you hearing these things, then that I just be like that's fine, but just know that they ain't true because like I'm not gonna, and I'd be like I'm not gonna waste my time to like to prove that this is not true when I already did that. And I'm just like, if you want to continue being friends with that person, continue believing that stuff, then that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do and avoid you at all costs. I got better things to do than play this high school game BS because it doesn't help anybody just being like, oh, I've heard this about this person. Because like the funny thing, I've heard that from people when I go to certain parties and stuff like you see in my
Yeah,
Instagram stuff like that. They feel like I heard this about you. I was like, you can scroll my IG and see what the hell I do. I'm open to the motherfucker. Like, like,
yeah.
like, like, like how me and you like we talk about different types of women that we're into all the time. Like, like, like like I'm into thick, plus size, thick, like fit women. Like, but you're not. I'm into Asian women.
I
I
don't
don't know
mind
if
thick women. Hey, listen, I don't mind thick women. That's the difference between thick. I'm not body shaming nobody. Just my own
yeah,
what I like.
so in your opinion.
But I don't mind a woman who's thick. If she has some meaner bone, that's fine with me. but I don't want someone who's bigger in a way. It doesn't suit me as a man. I don't find that attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's just me as a person. I'm not body shaming. I'm not judging anyone. I just don't want. That's just how I am as a person. I don't want that person.
Okay.
If some people are into
Entitled to
that,
their
that's fine. That's great.
yeah.
If some people are into that, that's hey, that's on you. Great. I don't. That's fine. That's what you like. I like just in general with this. I like someone who, and I don't want someone who's super. I don't want skinny. I'm sorry. You better have some at least some meat in your bones. Come on, because I mean, I'm not. I can't let him say this. Um, I don't want to get with a damn toothpick. Okay, it's not, especially in an Italian household. My ma is very, very off the boat. She will feed you pasta every day of your life. I will guarantee you that. Excuse me.
Yeah, you good.
And it's that's the way it is. I mean, um, and I get it. People have just more, little issues with eating habits, and that's okay. I accept, I understand that. I'm sorry to hear that for whoever is suffering from that.
Mm-hmm.
There's, you know, find the right help to get help, or find the right help to get you where you gotta go, because people who having a type of eating disorders, I feel for you, and I'm sorry to hear that. But that's just how I am as a person. I don't want to date that significant person. Just keep it straight
Mm-hmm.
up simple as that, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you now,
Like,
the girls I do like, and I've caught on a lot, the Latinas, man, they're pretty good looking, and blondes, definitely blondes and brunettes.
I'm gonna say for me, I'm gonna say for me, I mean, I'm more of an all women lover, but like I love Asians. Like I love Asians and like the Dominican women. Like
Man, that's what you
I
like.
love I love Asian. Like just like people listening right now, you entitled to your preferences, my boy entitled to his, and I'm entitled to mine. Like we just having a badass uncensored conversation here. So we don't care if you light us up for that, but it's just like
It's
everybody's
yeah.
entitled to their opinions and shit. But it's just like
Everyone has their own way of liking somebody. That's okay. That's life. And if you can't accept that, then what are you doing here? Quit being so dang soft. Like, quit being so damn
yeah,
sensitive, for God's sake. Especially in today's world, man. People are so damn sensitive. It's ridiculous. Like, if someone's words are really gonna hurt you, then you need to toughen up. Like, this is
yeah,
ridiculous. If words really break you down and hurt you, you gotta learn to get up. Come on. You know, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't care. You can say all the crap to my damn face. You think I'm gonna cry? Hell no. I don't give a damn. Cool.
I
I
just
gotta hurt
mostly
me.
I just mostly laugh than anything, honestly. I
I too.
just laugh, and then like you brought up the topic of red flags.
Oh, there's the red flags. Put it this way. I was gonna I'll make a quick discussion about this. Women, when it comes to pickiness, they are the queens of it. Women can literally give you 30 things that she wants in a man. You know, us men really want in a woman?
Mhm.
Seriously? Peace and tranquility.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What is so hard about that? We want somebody that when we come home from work, we want to be peace. We want be we don't want to we already are stressed from work. We got to come home and be stressed again dealing with just arguments. No, we want peace and tranquility. If you can give us that, we will love you a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with
Just being
that.
honest here. And
Yeah.
women want
Uh,
to say, "Well, I want this in a man." Where the hell are you freaking? Were you? One thing too, women. Not saying all, but most women want a man to make 100 to two, three, $400,000 a year. Where the hell are you getting these freaking thoughts from? Are you delusional?
yeah,
Like, what are you thinking about that? I'm sorry, but the average salary of a man is between 50 to 60,000 a year. Not saying there's men out there that will make six figures. I made six figures. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
mhm,
However, it didn't really change me as a person. I was still the same person I am today. I don't care.
yeah, yeah.
But money does change you. I'll tell you right now, money does change you in significant ways.
It always does, and it's just like that kind of goes on Dang, 50 minutes went by real fast. Damn. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. We got through a lot in this episode, which was gonna be the topic all the time because we did talk about doing this weekly. So I'm gonna keep this episode about 52 minutes. But like that kind of goes on the last thing we'll discuss here. And it's like when it comes to when it comes to just when it comes to just, focusing on, relationship aspect is obviously like we said, like not everything's perfect, but you gotta keep doing it and learn from it
Yeah.
regardless. So so yeah, any advice for the people, before we log off today?
Um, for relationships, like it's about just advice for relationships in general.
Relationships? Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So my advice is this: don't really look for love. Let it come to you. And people, and by that I mean like literally be patient. I'm in
Mhm.
no rush to find love. I can give a crap about it right now, to be honest. And I've had a lot of people actually ask me, "Well, you're about to be 30. Aren't you worried about getting married?" To be honest, I can give two shits about marriage right now. I
Yeah.
don't care. The advice I'm trying to give out to others is just work on yourself, become the best version of yourself. And once you do become the best version of yourself, it's gonna gravitate to someone that really wants to be around you. I'm telling you, it happens all the damn time, literally. Like, I get it. Some people are gonna be negative and positive. Try to really be positive couple, 3, 4 days a week, whatever the case might be.
Mhm.
When you start to be positive, it starts to gravitate a lot more in your in your life, especially it's like a magnetic pull. Like it literally will pull someone to you. People
Mhm.
love being around positive vibes all the damn time.
Mhm.
When you're in a good mood and you're cheery and you really light the room up with just like with pure joy, like when you walk in the room, like, oh damn, like he's the guy. You want that feeling, or she's the woman, whatever the case might be. You just want to be the best version of yourself before you enter any relationship, you know, because the moment you enter a relationship with, like I said, with just these negative ass thoughts, you're just hurting yourself,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, to make it, like I said, sorry if I'm delaying this, but make it short and sweet, everybody. Just work on yourself, communicate with the person that you want that you if you are in a relationship with. Literally, communication is very key. So focus on that. Don't yell at your damn partner unless they fuck up. That's a different story. Fine. But if you're just trying to, engage in a calmly matter, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, it's gonna work. It's gonna be a lot more proficient to really talk to a person about it, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my epic take, and I would say yeah, let's go from there. Um,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you putting me on air and really giving my opinions and some maybe a little bit of advice to help out others. Um, I'm very thankful and grateful for the fact that you've done this for me, so thank you for that. And I
Mhm.
like that shirt, but never giving up. That's nice.
Mhm.
Um, And I'd
Yeah.
say the best, and to make the short and sweet, just my own preference, the best game ever created so far in 2024 is going to be probably Baldur's Gate 3 and Pale World. No doubt about that. Oh my God. Pale World is the best game out in the market right now. It's free on Xbox Game Pass. Go get yourself a copy. It is the best.
All right. You heard it from him. You heard it from the goat right here. You heard it from Pietro Tocco, and I don't
I'm
know.
still a gamer
I
to
don't.
this day, man. I'm still a damn gamer to this day. I don't give a damn.
Ain't nothing wrong being the gamer, but thank you for joining me on this episode, though. You my
Always,
bro and
brother.
stuff like
Appreciate
that.
it.
We're gonna run this back for a part two. We're gonna discuss that and everything. But yeah, you heard it here, and yeah, everybody that stay tuned today, thank you, and pay attention to the upload episode around 8 p.m. Eastern
See
Standard
everybody.
Time, man. Yeah, and we'll chat again later, man. Thank you guys for joining.
See you.